junk and pool over here in Poorville. Well, I picked up another project. The L arms there. So we got the 94 Ford Wrecker. This is all on here real nice. The other side's rusted off or torn off. There's some patchwork, but that's easy metal to weld to. That's got to be a speed control. That must be for your tow car, for your lights. I just got this a few minutes ago. So what I'm going to do with it, there's the sling. What I'm going to do with it, I don't know. There's the hydraulic cylinder, one on each side. Some good tires on it, pretty decent looking. Controls, same as the other side, I'm sure. But this there, that piece needs to be ground on a piece of plate steel, put in there and welded. Yeah, I'm not sure what some of this stuff is. This is a toolbox, goes all the way through. Looks like it's got a light in there. But I basically bought it for the bag of ice melt or salt or whatever that is. Not really, but it's got some rust on the cab, but not terrible. The other side's worse. So it needs a cab corner and a rocker panel on the other side. I've actually got one in the garage, but I almost think I got it for the passenger side. Because usually on these Fords, the driver's sides would rot out because it's got the passenger. Most of the time there's always somebody driving, but there ain't nobody riding by themselves on the passenger side. So, and I got this pillow because Deb's gonna throw me out for buying another project. Looking at that tire, and it's a diesel 7.3. Now supposedly this motor's set up. They told me a driver run it out of oil, but they weren't sure what the deal was with it. They got a bunch of tow trucks, but it's full of oil. Dirty oil, but full of oil. Trying to get that dipstick back in there with one hand. That'll be a project. I doubt if these batteries are any good. I'm going to try putting it on a charger and see what it does. The thing of it is, I bought this, and there's the other tire. So it looks like the front end probably in alignment real good. But I bought this, and there's another truck they're supposed to be bringing me. They're looking for the title with a good engine. And it's a 4-wheel drive, but I'm going to see if what happens with this engine. The other truck is actually something I wouldn't want to really tear apart. It's in pretty good shape. 4-wheel drive automatic, 1 ton. This is the bad here, which is not too bad. I got a MIG welder. Seats are pretty dirty. Look at that custom engage your PTO. That looked like that was designed right from Poorville. guess that hood shuts itself. See, it's got air conditioning. So I've had a couple wreckers with basically the same cab, I think. It's an XLT. Yeah, they're looking for the title on the other one. They said, how about we bring you the truck and you just pay us half the money. Which the other one, they wanted $900. And if I do have it delivered, it's $125. And that's what I paid for this, to get it delivered to $125. So I think I'm going to get it running and think about what I'm going to do with it. See if I can get this motor to turn over. And if it needs another motor, decide what I'm going to do with it. I actually seen two of these things on there. This one and another one. And it said $3,000 for both of them. And the other one needed the fender, the other one's a little bit bigger than this one. Needed the fender put back on it and a few other things. And I went over there and told him I'd buy him. He's waiting for the boss man to come around. And I waited and waited and was going to pay him. And he said, well, I want to make sure he's okay with it. So I get home and he calls me the next day saying that he's the one that put him on the marketplace. And he said he screwed up. The boss man had wanted $3,000 for the one that he already had in the truck to bring here. And he wanted $15,000 for this one. So I thought, well, I can pass on him. But then I thought, maybe I'll just give him $15,000 for this one. And the other one's still sitting here, so I know it isn't sold. I see the hydraulic hose is unhooked on that. But anyway, I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe it blew. So I decided to buy this, and then he calls me back and says, hey, there's another truck, and it's really solid. It's got a good motor. And I went over and looked at that, and I said, yeah, I guess. Anyway, they just delivered this one. Probably clean it up, get it running. Definitely try to get it running first. Go from there. We checked the insurance. It's kind of scary, I guess. A flatbed apparently is cheaper, because I've had a few flatbeds. But there it is, another project over in Poorville. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope everybody has a good day. I'm going to go have some coffee. Go find a project. Or not. Goodbye now.